Burger 2 meal at Arby's? Is this a dream?
No, it isn't. Isn't that right, talking strawberry shake?
Yep. Right, talking hat sign?
Totally real. Arby's, we have the meat.
Rufus hates being stuck inside. Luckily, Amy saved big at Amazon. Turns out, with the right gear, Rufus rips.
RSV is out there. For those 60 years and older, protect against RSV with Arexvy. Arexvy is a vaccine used to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. Arexvy does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients. Those with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects are injection site pain, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and joint pain.
I chose Arexvy.
RSV? Make it Arexvy.
Colbert's new with the legendary Barbra Streisand, tonight on CBS.
News CBS tomorrow.
First nuclear-powered warship in Sydney Harbour in over 40 years. Public display of unity is essential.
He's radioactive. What if this is bigger than we're imagining?
One way to find out.
NCIS Sydney. New series premieres tomorrow, 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Barbra Streisand, thank you so much for having me into your home for this interview.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
This may sound crazy, but I feel like I've known you for a lifetime.
Well, that's impossible because we just met.
Hold on, I'm having a flashback.
What? What's happening?
Tonight on a very intimate late show, as you've never seen them before, Stephen Colbert and Barbra Streisand, a relationship for the ages.
Stephen, what are you doing, Stephen? Is he okay?
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, drop it like Tim Scott. Plus, Stephen welcomes Barbra Streisand. Featuring Louis Cato and The Late Show Band. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, we have been off for a week, right? And there's so much to talk about, but let's get right to the story that is gripping this nation and really all nations. On Saturday, Travis Kelce was spotted with Taylor Swift in Argentina during the Chiefs' bye week. This is exciting for me because I love Taylor. I am what you call a Swiffer. I'd go so far as to call myself a wet jet. Anyway, Trav was down there to see Tay-Tay's Tour, and it was extra special because during the concert, Taylor changed the lyrics to one of her songs in a nod to Travis Kelce. See if you can spot the new lyric.
Mama is the guy on the streets.
Yeah. That, of course, actually, it's a little embarrassing. She got that one wrong. Karma is not the guy on the Chiefs. Kelce is the guy on the Chiefs. Here's a tip, Taylor. Their names are on the back of the shirts. Of course, this is not the first time a pop icon changed her lyrics to honor an NFL boyfriend.